Hello, this is the Edinburgh bike fitting technical review of the CX332 Women's. This shoe is obviously very similar to the CX332. The women's shoe features a slightly narrower heel cup in regular and a slightly wider forefoot than the men's version or the general version as such. This shoe is the chameleon blue and kind of purple colourway, so if I move it around you'll see that it moves. This is a lot of people's favourite shoe that Lake make in terms of the colourway. I actually prefer the white personally, but a lot of people say that this is their favourite. This shoe features a reflective heel strip here, so as all Lake shoes do, it's pretty much a universal feature on them, and it also features a moldable heel cup as well, so this bit of carbon comes in around your calcaneus in your foot. So you put it in the oven, heat it up, put your foot inside the shoe, pinch it in with your foot nice and jammed back inside the shoe, and what you'll feel when you're riding is far less foot slippage. The shoe also features two boas on it, so you've got one boa up and around ankle. You can tighten up and it just provides a nice secure fit, and just this one boa by itself should just be tight enough that your whole shoe is on without this one even being tightened. And so the double boa system just allows that secureness over the top of the foot, but then also that adjustability down by the forefoot so that you can keep those toes nice and relaxed. So having two boas on this shoe is a great feature. The last of its shoe, so this is the race last, it's much more kicked and a much more rounded sole than the kind of the sport last. Some people I find the 332, they're a bit worried about when you put your foot in it for the first time, this top bit here, because the stitching comes across. So I've found that actually the last thing you want to do a lot of the time as a bike fitter point of view is get a shoe that's too long to make up for a feeling of tightness across the top of the foot. So quite often you can get a very satisfying result by putting a pedal spanner in there and really stretching out the top of the shoe to loosen this off when it's brand new, just to kind of give it a little bit of stretch, because actually the length of the shoe people find is very satisfactory if it just wasn't for this tight top bit. So just watch out for that when you buy these shoes, knowing that because it's kangaroo leather, it's actually very soft and it will loosen off before you know it. But the first time you put your foot inside the shoe, it can feel a little bit tight. Those are really the core features of the shoe. A nice soft upper, a really stiff outsole, a nice competition last so that the heel is slightly higher than the forefoot, so when you push down there's a lot of power transfer going right through the ball of your foot. It really primes you, and yeah, a really satisfying shoe. I would say these shoes will last you for absolutely years. Obviously if you don't crash in them or come off, you'll find this shoe will probably last you minimum of 3 to 4 years, so very well justified for its price tag, I would say. I've certainly had a pair of these shoes for 4 years, and the only reason I changed them is because I wanted a different colourway, and that was it. They were still more than usable. So yeah, I would say if you're looking for a race ready shoe for faster riding, if you do a bit more chain gang riding, or if you race with if you race with your bike, then this shoe's basically the perfect option. It's suitable for those of you with relatively narrow feet all the way up to those of you with very high volume feet. It comes in a regular width. Just the women's one actually comes with a regular width, and then the men's 332 goes from narrow all the way up to high volume. So yeah, I would say very good shoe.